Hello and welcome to Let Me Bore You to Sleep. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. I am sweating. These lights. Whew. Yeah, so I've been working on trying to organise my room. Trying. Now, basically, I'm moving a punch bag over to that side of the room. So I needed that space. So I've moved that table. Oh, there, that's in front of me. I forgot where it was. So the table's here. The two desks are to the left of me. One table is for the recording equipment. I've got the camera just here on the table, but I moved that on top of the, little bookcase when I'm not using it. And I'm thinking, I see some videos where people don't have the microphone on the camera. You can't see the microphone. And they haven't got a lapel microphone either. And I wonder, where's the microphone? I mean, I suppose if it's really close and my head would be right at the top of the screen, I could have the microphone just there. But still, I wouldn't be talking into it. It does take up quite a bit of the room, doesn't it? It's not a little microphone, is it? It's not little. It's quite big. It's as big as my head. I don't know. Oh, well. It's a little bit intrusive sometimes. I feel like, oh, go away. But hey, never mind. I'm figuring it out. So yeah. Oh man. Do you want to know my stats? I know it's boring, okay, but what I'll do is I'll move this laptop, close it, close, that's a good boy, that's it, close, and I'll move this, I'll move this just there, just there, so it's not in the way. And I'll get what? This laptop. So I've got different things for different things. So this is my laptop for my stats. This is the laptop that I promote things with. So I kind of got a set of tools that I use. Everything's set up to check when I upload videos, YouTube. Well, yeah, when I upload YouTube videos, I do the work on. So I don't upload it. I upload it on my iPad, but then I actually name it and do all the stuff on this laptop. And also, once I've uploaded my podcasts using my phone and my iPad, I then put them and release them using this laptop. So it might seem weird, like, why don't you just do everything on one thing? Well, the reason for that is because sometimes I'm using two things at the same time. So it's just better to have separate things and have everything on here that I need already. So the statistics for the promotions, for the YouTube videos, the promotions on Facebook, the statistics for the videos, and for the podcasts. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of everything that I need is on here. And I do spend probably a couple of hours a day on this machine. So what I did is a couple of... So what's the date now? The 8th. Probably... I don't know. It seems to me like I should be there. It's like the camera's a little bit... should be aimed at me. It's like it was aimed over there. Yeah, I was still there. I don't know. So yeah, I have been, for the last few days, so maybe 4 or 5 days now, I have been promoting my podcasts and my YouTube videos on... Well, that's weird. That's a weird noise. I don't like that. I don't like it when there's a scratchy noise. I don't... so I'm now promoting every podcast and that I post on Facebook, I promote. So every post I post on Facebook, I promote. So it's paid promotion. So every podcast, every YouTube video. And it's £1 a day. So it's a very small level paid promotion. Now, you know, if I had thousands of pounds, I could really grow. Now, I'm not sure how much benefit I'm getting from the Facebook promotion. Like as far as I'm not sure. So it's saying that so far on Facebook, I've reached 15,199 people. And post engagement, you know, people that have clicked, they like it or something. Likes 851 out of that. People that click the links to, I guess, either go to the to the podcast page or to the YouTube video, 709. And that's over quite a few different adverts. So everything I've done the last few days, I've just basically promoted. It says click links, view. Okay, fair enough. So it has varied on Facebook, to be fair. It's gone down for the 1, 2, 3, 4. For the first 4 days, loads. And then first day, not much. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days in a row, very good. And then yesterday, well, it's not yesterday, it was the 7th, 6th, 5th. Not so much. So kind of, yeah. I don't know. It's an experiment, so that's it. I don't know how much that has helped, how much it's really making any difference. But, I'm just giving it a go. I'm giving it a go. So, and then I started thinking, because I've had one quite successful campaign on Facebook. It was the banner for my... What was it for? I don't know if it was my YouTube channel or what. I'm not sure, but it was the banner. It's just a banner and people clicked on it. It reached 5,842. And I got 161 clicks. But then another one reached 3,719 and I had 435 clicks. Link clicks. So I'm still trying to figure it all out, if I'm honest. Now, with YouTube, that's been a different thing, because when you upload a video on YouTube, you can promote it in the same way that you can boost a post on Facebook. So I started doing that a few days ago. So on YouTube, I used to do YouTube in the past. I've talked about this before. I haven't really been active on YouTube for a long time. And recently, I mean, as far back as the 16th of October, 25 video views. Not that great, is it? I mean, it's not. The most I've had, pretty much in the time that I've had the channel, is views pretty much the whole time. If I go by daily, yearly, I can't be bothered. What's going on? It's not doing it properly. Anyway, the point is, since I started promoting, there's some weird thing just come up on the screen. Since I started promoting on YouTube, everything's gone up. The viewers have gone up. Started to get more subscribers, and yeah, it's just been quite amazing, really. So I had, I think 400. Anyway, I've now got 688 subscribers, and it's about 20 in the last 3 days. So, which is quite amazing. I know it's not it's not really amazing in the context of reality, but for me, for little old me, it is. So, you know, I felt I had about 12, 14 subscribers just today. And I've also got 898 more views than I normally get in a month. Very strange. I mean, on the 7th, so it's the 8th today, yesterday I had 481 video views yesterday. It's just... And that's, I don't know, I get it's not just from promotion, it's from people, I guess, organically finding me, but I don't know, it's just quite exciting. It's a little bit, of like, ooh, just a little bit. So yeah, it's it's motivating me to actually make some videos, kind of. Or to video my podcasts. Yeah. So I've got more videos that are now over 100 that were like 25 before. And the biggest one is, I think, 388. And it was, I think, about 60 before I started the promotion. So there's lots of different ways of doing it. I'm just looking into the different ways. And that's it. According to the stats, today I've had over 600 views. That's based on what I saw earlier. I looked a bit deeper. So I've had over 600. So that's even more than yesterday. So I'm thinking, you know what? If I can reach 1,000 views a day, that's over 129,000 a year. Well, it's 365,000, isn't it? Yeah, which is over 129,000. So I'm just interested. And I know it's boring. I know. But aren't you happy to hear stats that doesn't involve podcasts? And now the stats from the podcast. Today's been a bit of a quieter day than yesterday for the stats. That's weird. I thought I had more than that. According to this, I got 10,751 downloads today so far. There's still about 2 hours left until the stats are completed. So it's all right. I did release a whisper hypnosis recording this afternoon. And but I didn't release a Let Me Bore You to Sleep during the night. I released it during the day yesterday, which means when I release them at night time, like about 1, 2 o'clock, or 11, 12, 1, 2, or 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I do 1 hour between each version. I think that's kind of when America's waking up. So I just seem to get more traffic, more people noticing maybe. Oh, sweaty. I got sweaty eyes. Everything's sweating. Sweaty eyes. Sweaty eyes. Eyes, I said. Eyes. So there's so far in the last 30 days, I've had 306,574 downloads, podcasts. So it's going all right. Not like hugely, but it's trickling along like a little snail. Like a little snail that's got a full belly, he's not hungry. He's got a little flask of coffee, so he's not worried. He can have that when he wants. So he's just toddling along. That's what podcasts. They're like snails with a flask of coffee. Right, what's going on now then? My phone's just turned on. So, so I've had someone knock at the door and I've had someone ring my phone while I've been on trying to make this podcast. What do they say? No peace for the wicked? So, I'm kind of quite pleased with how it's going. But it's, one of those things, just going to plod along. Let's say if I got a Facebook page, a message, a link that you shared. Oh, what's it? Commented link. Precious. That's new headphones. Doris Simmons. Thanks, Doris. I hope that's not in referring to the picture on the Let Me Bore You to Sleep. It's not a picture of a bat, it's just my podcast page. My podcast. I suppose some people aren't going to know what I'm doing, are they? So I'm going to share. I'm sharing my podcast posts. But because the writing's underneath the picture, some people might not read the picture, read the writing and just look at the picture. And the Let Me Bore You to Sleep's got a picture of a little baby in a yellow woolly hat. So maybe they think that's a picture of my baby. And I'm promoting that picture and I'm paying for people to see it. I'm just thinking that might be the case in some instances. I don't know. Oh well. Never mind, eh? Worse things happen at sea. No. So, it's quite hard to actually keep a train of thought when I keep getting interrupted, but I'm trying to get my head back into it, because after spending nearly half an hour making a podcast, it seems a shame to chuck it all away after all this work. I need to just stop answering the phone, especially when he knew I was making a podcast, yet he phoned me anyway. Like, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's weird. Weird. So was it Tuesday today? America has got their midterms tonight, or today. We have a similar thing over here. Do we have like local elections? So basically, this is my understanding. All the MPs in the House of Parliament, right, all of them, whether they're Conservatives, Labour, Independent, or whether they're Liberal Democrats, whatever, they're all ministers of Parliament and like MPs, and they've all kind of got their own constituency. So the MP for Barnsley, or the MP. So all the different towns around the country have got their own MP. And even though Conservatives are they're in the government, they're the government at the moment. Not every MP has got a constituency. Yes, they have. What am I talking about? Yeah. Although the Tories, the Conservatives, are in charge, they don't have all the seats. So Labour has loads, and they have loads. They have more than Labour, but they don't have this. They don't have all of them. Now, in a little bit like with the midterm, what can happen is in a not a general election, but in a, I don't know, I forget what they call it, but they have like this, the equivalent to midterm election. And it's my understanding is that literally every MP in the country, every area could be taken over by Labour, or Labour could have the majority of MPs, and there'd be like 7 Conservatives sitting on the bench running the country. I'm pretty sure that couldn't happen. There'd be an end. Something would happen then if that, something would happen if that happened, and then something would have to happen as it happens. Yeah, that's my understanding. It's kind of, I think midterm is the similar kind of thing. So at the moment, the current president his party has pretty much the control. But after tonight, the other party, I don't know which it is. I don't know which is which, if I'm honest. Democrats and socialites, or I don't know, whatever it is. Because isn't there, 2 main parties? If the one that's not in power wins the most seats around the country, or I don't know how exactly, I think people vote for the actual person rather than the individual people. Maybe they don't. Then you can tell I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to continue, because I've never let it stop me yet. What's those 2 houses? the two houses in America is two things. So basically, if they get under control of the other party that isn't in power, then the president that is in power won't be able to put through any laws because it'll get vetoed. We've got kind of an equivalent here, the House of Lords. Apparently, they have some power to sort of veto laws and stuff, maybe. But if Labour suddenly had 70% or 65% of the MPs after a midterm, like a whatever election, so they'd have the majority of MPs. So every time the Prime Minister tried to put something through, they could stop it by voting against it. And that has happened before. And eventually the only way to sort it out is by having a general election. I might write a book on politics. What do you think? What do you think? I thought I knew something about politics until I started talking. And then I realised I know nout. I know nothing. Nothing about nothing. Sorry about that. I tried to learn, but nothing happened. I tried to use my brain, but it wouldn't. It wouldn't do what I wanted. It's not the only part. So that's YouTube, Facebook. I promote on Twitter as well, but I don't promote, but I do share my stuff on Twitter. The problem with this is it's very timing consuming. It is. And also I'm making videos. So to edit this is going to take me absolutely ages because of the interruptions I've had. Absolutely ages. To cut out the bits, to sync it together, the audio and the visual, camera, video. So yeah, it's going to be hours. I won't have the video done today. I won't be able to do that till tomorrow. I'll try and upload the audio tonight, but the video won't be till tomorrow morning, about 11. About 11? Maybe 11:22. 11:22. I did think about sitting up to watch the American election thing live on telly. Because it's weird. I just realised I don't really know that much about it. Yeah, I do find it quite interesting. But then I've got a fascination with people's definiteness of views. How limited people's brains are when it comes to views and the belief systems that people have. And even though it's not their belief system and it's something they've just been indoctrinated, it's like right from birth. They had no choice. And it's very difficult to change something that you just grown up with. It is possible. I did it. It is possible. But I don't know. I don't go onto Facebook very often these days because I see political things on there. And when the previous president was in power, Facebook should have been renamed Hatebook because everyone was turning against each other. It was like, my voice went weird then, didn't it? Everyone was turning against each other. Wow, that's a weird way to talk. There was a lot of hostility and I didn't really understand it. It's just politics, It's everybody's a politician now. long as you can type. I don't know, this seems to... I don't really get it. We don't really have that here. Our politicians are a laughingstock. All of them. We laugh at all of them. We're not pleased sometimes as a nation of how they are. But they're still... We mock them. It's not always laughing because they're funny or they're nice. But we don't take them very seriously because, you know, really since... Well, they've all kind of been jokey, kind of just, they're not... There's only one... Okay, Margaret Thatcher was quite a serious politician, serious Prime Minister. But she'd gone by the time I was an adult. She kind of moved on. Tony Blair, even with his smile and that, he was pretty serious, you know, when he kind of started. And, you know, he's the only Prime Minister that I've ever seen that was a bit Americanized in the way he promoted himself. I mean, there weren't rallies, but they were very, very enthusiastic and lively events. And he had that song, "Things will only get better, will only get better." So that was the things will only get better. Things will only get better. And so he copied that obviously from the song. The previous president from this one copied his from Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Bob the Builder, Bob the Builder. So, and our previous Prime Minister was a big fan of Pink. What was it? I've forgotten the name. It was like a kid's cartoon. Pink pigs or something. Is it? Freckle pig? Pig freckle? Pink pig cartoon. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. So he loved Peppa Pig and he was a big advocate of Peppa Pig and Peppa Pig's lifestyle. Big enthusiast of the whole thing. Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig, Peppa Peppa, Peppa Pig, Peppa Peppa, Peppa Pig, oh oh oh. So yeah, I've seen Peppa Pig. I've not seen it as in sitting down with a cup of tea, watching it, you know, giving it my whole attention. But I've seen it, you know, as I'm skimming through. I've seen it on, but I haven't really... I've not become a fan. I've not looked forward to the next episode. That's what I'm saying. It's not been like, oh, what's Peppa Pig going to do next? Maybe he'll buy a suitcase, or, you know, just... And that's based on never watching it. Now, he might buy suitcases regularly, and he might be thinking, well, that's the main subject of the show quite often is Peppa Pig's suitcases. And I didn't know that. I didn't know it. I didn't, and I just made it up. So if that is the case, please, please, please forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. So yeah, I guess there was one really nice I thought he was going to be the Prime Minister. Someone that I actually really liked. And his name is, I think it's John Smith. I might be wrong. His surname was definitely Smith. I think it was John Smith. Shall I check it? John Smith. John Smith, MP. And basically, he was the leader of the Labour Party in 94. He was lovely. I really liked him. So yeah, he was a leader from July 1992 to 94, where he passed away suddenly. He came across to me as just a really nice bloke. You know, just nice, friendly, genuine, kind, soft-spoken, seemed to know what he was talking about. Does any politician? I don't know. Because I think about it, you know, a politician goes in and they get a job wherever they are in the world. They'll get, they'll be just like an MP or a politician in their local town, and then they're lucky enough, or they're fortunate enough, they work hard, and they get a position in the cabinet. They get a position of power where they're almost helping to make the rules and to run the government. So they're the ones that are seen on television, and they're the ones seen. And they're given a job like transport minister, to be in charge of all the transport in the country, like trains, buses, or someone that is going to be in charge of schools and education, or to be in charge of the health situation, like the NHS, or to be in charge of security, national security, or immigration. They've never done that job before. And suddenly that's their job. And even if they did that job for 10 years solid, they still wouldn't have all the information they needed to answer questions from, interviewers. I don't think, because there's so much to know. Because they don't do all the stuff. They've got other people to do the stuff for them. They're the mouthpiece. They're the front person. It's all the people behind the scenes that do the work. And I kind of feel sorry for them a little bit, because they get the job and then suddenly everyone's jumping on them, interviewing them, and why don't you know the answers to every single question? You've been doing the job for 3 days now, you should know everything. Well, I remember I got a job centre job selling car insurance on the phones, and it took 3 weeks to be trained to do that. 3 weeks. The Prime Minister, pretty much, they wanted her sacked recently, the one before the one we got now. Before her, even 3 weeks. So she was the Prime Minister. She'd never done that job before. So a job as important as running the country, she didn't even get as much time as I got to learn how to answer the phones and use a computer system to do a telephone car insurance quotation. Doesn't seem very fair, does it, really? And when you think about it like that, no. I think one of the mistakes she might have made is just as everything was going a bit weird, and interest rates were going and blah, lots of stuff, she did a speech and she said, "We've never had it so good." Well, yeah, compared to 100 years ago, we're doing pretty well. Compared to 1,000 years ago, we're really doing really well. Compared to 4 years ago, maybe not so much. It depends how you perceive. And I think all she was trying to do is be positive. And I know I don't want to talk about politics, but they had it in for her. And when I say they, all the press, pretty much every newspaper, even the television shows, radio shows, the internet, they wanted her gone before it's like getting off the toilet before you've even managed to wipe yourself, like, it's not fair. Give her a little bit of a chance. I mean, we're considering some of the people we've had as Prime Minister the last few years. I think she deserved at least 6 months just to sort of see how she got on. They blamed her for everything. It's like, you're to blame for everything, even though... I just wanted to reach through the television and give her a big hug. Maybe flick her ear a bit. Flick her ear. No, wouldn't do that. It's very strange. Very, 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 very strange. I don't know. I don't know why. And I don't know why I don't know why. Oh, why don't I know? Do you know? I don't know why. Somebody's got to know why. I just don't know what I was doing there. Are you doing? No. Okay. Let me see. How many downloads have I had now? Come on, let's check it. Has it gone up? Has it gone up? What was it before? 7,000. Now it's 10,000. Yeah. I did a video. It was a whisper video, but this is like this afternoon, had hardly any video views. Strange, isn't it? Like, all the others have kind of grown, but that one, it's like, but then it's not coming up with a picture. Oh, excuse me. Which is a bit strange. Nine views. It says there, one less than usual. Like a little bit snidey comment there. Strange. It's maybe people didn't like it, which is fine. Well, at least 9 people. That's the thing. You can't tell who likes something unless they click the like button, I suppose. Does anyone do that anymore? I'm not sure. Some people do. I mean, you can, you know. Made sense to me. I got my hair cut. My hair, my whole face is so sweaty today. The lights are really... I got the heating on as well. It doesn't help. The heating and the lights. So there's 3 very bright lights. That light up there and the heating. And the window closed and the door closed. It's not like a sauna, but it is... It's not the most comfortable little experience of my life. it's a bit close, a little bit close. And that's what they say when I was at school. Oh, it's a bit close. Oh, a bit clammy, a bit close. So I'm going to go. So thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be gentle with yourself, because you deserve to be happy. Lots of love. Bye.